cuts from Washington, I am proud to say that this city stood up and we stood firm.
Yeah.
We protected service opportunities that deliver measurable value to our communities, and we made it clear programs like the Civic Corps are not optional, they are essential. These roles create real economic opportunity for working class New Yorkers. They strengthen the capacity of nonprofits, expand access to services in our most vulnerable communities, and open pathways to careers in public service. To walk away from that would be a disservice to the city. We're here today to celebrate both the preservation and continued growth of New York City Service's Civic Corps, a program that continues to strengthen communities and create meaningful service opportunities across our city. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce someone who knows this work intimately and leads it with purpose, focus, and passion, New York City's Chief Service Officer, Laura Rog.
Thank you, Camille.
Welcome.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Camille. And I just want to note we are standing here today because of your support. You are a true champion of service. And we just want to thank you and your entire team, for the work that you do every day and the work that you've done to help us maintain our program. And I also want to say thank you to all of the supporters of service who are standing with us here today. So we have our many city agency leaders here who host members, who provide supervisors and such amazing experiences for our members and to get resources out into communities. We have our nonprofit leaders who are doing so much work in the city and are given the added capacity with our members, and to our AmeriCorps alumni who are here today as well. We're so glad to see you and so proud to have you join us. So as you know, NYC Service was established in New York City as the first city of service. I'm so proud to lead this office and to work with this administration to continue to center service as a strategy to bring people together and to tackle our greatest challenges. While also supporting social service organizations that deliver critical resources to New Yorkers. NYC Service is so proud of the Civic Corps legacy that has ushered in more than 2,200 individuals into careers in public service. I myself am an AmeriCorps alum, and I know the power a year of service can make. And I also know there are many alumni here with us today. So if we can have all of our alumni, let me hear from you. So thank you all for your service. And today marks a significant investment in service. The city has invested $3.2 million to expand on our AmeriCorps program and a commitment to strengthening New York City communities. This means that we will be able to maintain support for nonprofit and city agency partners despite federal cuts, and will go from just a handful of sites to more than 80 public and nonprofit sector organizations across all 5 boroughs and communities in New York City. And we'll engage 150 members to enter and grow in the workforce. So when you look at our community of alumni today, we see the connections that service builds. 78% of our alumni reported their NYC Service experience prepared them for their current career, and 2/3 were either hired by their host site or went on to complete higher education at the end of their term. But more than the individual impact, organizations depend on the service of AmeriCorps members to reach New Yorkers and underserved communities with dignity and crucial resources. Members improve community health through outreach about free medical exams, preventative health screenings, and therapy services. Members also equip youth and young adults with essential skills through workplace success training, environmental education, tutoring, and job placement assistance. And members ease affordability, helping families receive tax credits and coordinating access to fresh produce and food. And they do so much more to build capacity and scale of service delivery here in New York City. But most importantly, this investment means nearly 90,000 New Yorkers are anticipated to receive support as a direct result from an NYC Civic Corps member this coming year. NYC Civic members will get things done here for New Yorkers. Our team at NYC Service will deploy 150 Corps members to 80 organizations across 5 boroughs. And here's just a glimpse of what you'll see and what this looks like in action. Members in Staten Island will steward green spaces and build capacity at local nonprofits. Members in Queens will educate communities on nutrition, addressing social determinants of health. Members in the Bronx will connect children of incarcerated families to school support and connect fresh food to those in need. Members in Brooklyn will support students with literacy and educate neighbors on health issues that matter to them the most. And members in Manhattan will focus on veterans, the arts, and our new neighbors and the immigrants in New York City. And all of our members will play a role in engaging communities in a point in time when we need each other more than ever. We've recently released a report based on feedback from over 8,000 New Yorkers that gives proof to the idea and the power of service. The survey overwhelmingly found service helps bridge political divides and creates connection and community amongst residents. NYC Service Corps is a program that furthers those ideals and creates a sense of belonging to the city that we all love and champion. We welcome people of different backgrounds to serve and come together around what matters most to us all here in New York City: safe communities and access to affordable resources so we all thrive. If you are someone who wants to make a difference, you are our city's greatest resource. And we want you to serve with us. The NYC Service team is ready to guide you through your pathway to service, so connect with us now at nyc.gov/servenyc. So thank you all again for being here today, and thank you to the City of New York for today. We are committed to service, to opportunity, and to support for our social service sector. So Camille, I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Laura. Now I would like to welcome up our Chief Engagement Officer, Crystal Price, who will share how partnerships and investment fuel meaningful service in communities across New York City.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chief of Staff, and good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Crystal Price, and I serve as Chief Engagement Officer with the City of New York. And today we are celebrating a milestone. New York City Service's Civic Corps is expanding to all 5 boroughs with a $3.2 million investment from the Adams administration. 150 New Yorkers will now serve full-time at nearly 80 organizations. This has so much national significance, as federal partnerships have always been critical to sustaining service, and for decades, AmeriCorps has been the backbone of service in this country. Now, for the first time, the city has directly funded this program, positioning New York City as a national leader in sustaining service opportunities. In just 6 months, Civic Corps members reached more than 88,000 New Yorkers, and they mobilized over 14,000 volunteers. Behind those numbers are real people: a student supported to get back on track in school, a neighbor connected to either housing or health resources, or a nonprofit strengthened by new volunteers. At a time when so many people are seeking connection and community, this investment shows how service brings neighbors together and strengthens New York City. Civic Corps has become a critical part of our city's civic infrastructure. Service is the way we involve New Yorkers directly in that infrastructure. It is how we connect residents to one another, strengthen neighborhoods, deliver resources more effectively, and prepare the next generation of leaders. That is what makes Civic Corps so vital. It keeps service at the heart of New York City engagement. While others step back, New York City is stepping forward. So whether you apply to serve, host a member, or partner with Civic Corps, we invite you to join us in continuing to make service central to the life of our city. Thank you to NYC Service and all of our partners who make this program thrive. Your dedication ensures that Civic Corps continues to strengthen our city. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much, Crystal. Now I'd like to bring up someone who understands, perhaps better than anyone, how essential AmeriCorps members are when crises hit. Commissioner Zach Isbell of New York City Emergency Management has worked side by side with New York City Service since 2009, integrating service into the city's emergency preparedness and response efforts. Please welcome Commissioner Isbell.
Thanks so much, Melissa. It's great to be with you all today. I'm going to keep this very short. You know, I think a lot of us know that these can be very trying times. There's a lot going on in the world. There's political dysfunction, there's wars, there's extreme weather. And yet, for some reason, I wake up every day incredibly optimistic. And the reason for that is I get to work with amazing public servants every day. And so many of them got their start with AmeriCorps. And so, at New York City Emergency Management in particular, we have seen firsthand the power of AmeriCorps members. They've supported our agency during some of the most trying times that our city has faced. They increase our capacity. They build trust with fellow New Yorkers. They help us prepare for and recover from disasters. But not only that, for many of them, it's also the first step to a career in public service beyond AmeriCorps. Many of them continue to work for the city. And I'm very proud of so many of them who have chosen to stay and work with our agency and who are the next generation of public service servants. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that applications remain open until end of September. Mm-hmm. End of September. We encourage all New Yorkers who want to be inspired, who want to be optimistic, who want to serve, to apply to be part of this year's class. And so if you want to serve the city, if you want to make a difference, there's really no better way. And finally, a huge, huge thank you to our Deputy Mayor, Camille. Thank you to Laura, to the team that have secured this funding and ensured that this is going to remain a critical program here in New York City. So thank you.
Thank you. Well said, Commissioner. I too share optimism for the future. As noted, this program goes far beyond City Hall. It reaches deep into the fabric of our city. Over 60 nonprofits are able to expand their reach and impact through the Civic Corps. And as you all know, as all of you know, nonprofits are the backbone of this city and our true partners in government. Here to speak a little bit more about that direct impact is Cheryl Pemberton Graves, Chief Volunteer Officer at the Lighthouse Guild.
Thank you, and I'm glad to be here today to celebrate the AmeriCorps program and NYC Service. Lighthouse Guild is the leading not-for-profit healthcare organization dedicated to supporting people with vision loss. We provide essential healthcare services ranging from eye exams to mental health support, intensive community-based programs for youth and older individuals, and training for all on critical skills and technology. Lighthouse Guild was founded over 100 years ago by volunteers, and service has been the great capacity builder when it comes to providing the support our clients need to live independently. Our signature volunteer executed program is our reading program, where a volunteer is paired with a client to support the personal, academic, and professional reading needs. But with progress in the forms of new technology and shrinking family units comes evolving needs. Reading sessions also created a community that minimized isolation and caused clients to yearn for more connection and support. This is where AmeriCorps comes in, building capacity, adding value, and improving the quality of life. Our AmeriCorps member, William Jin, was tasked with learning about the existing program, reading services, and creating the structure that would allow for the implementation of two additional programs, the Concierge Program and the Companion Program. The Concierge paired a volunteer with a client to serve as a human guide on trips to complete chores. The Companion Program pairs a volunteer with a client for experiences that feed the spirit and support good mental health. Because of AmeriCorps members, Gian, a client who was terrified of leaving her home after her husband died, gained confidence when she was assigned a concierge volunteer. No longer was she afraid to cross her threshold. AmeriCorps helps us build capacity, add value, and improve quality of life. Because of AmeriCorps, people with vision impairment like Regina get assistance in Trader Joe's so they can shop just like sighted people do, exploring what is there and not being limited to the same staples on their shopping list because they can't see what else is there. AmeriCorps, building capacity, adding value, improving the quality of life. Because of AmeriCorps, Cynthia, who lost her sight as an adult with no family, can now, with the help of the concierge volunteer, get to her many doctor's appointments without anxiety, something able-bodied people take for granted. AmeriCorps, building capacity, adding value, and improving the quality of life. So these are a few of our success stories, but we want more. When you have an AmeriCorps member on your team, you have someone committed to the transformative power of service. We look forward to getting another AmeriCorps member this year, too, hopefully. I invite you to tell your friends about this opportunity and to be of service while developing your skills and improving the human condition. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Now let's talk about some more of those outcomes. Civic Corps does not just serve New Yorkers, it builds them and it opens doors. Aaliyah Cardenas' story reflects what this program is all about, creating pathways to purpose-driven careers that serve New Yorkers. She began as an AmeriCorps member 5 years ago, and today she's the volunteer manager at the Food Bank for New York City, helping mobilize New Yorkers to support their neighbors every day. Please join me in welcoming Aaliyah.
Good afternoon, everybody. So yes, my name is Aaliyah Cardenas, and I am incredibly grateful to be an AmeriCorps alum and currently a member at Food Bank for New York City, the very place where my AmeriCorps journey started. Serving as an AmeriCorps member through NYC Service wasn't just a chapter in my story, it's what launched my career. That experience gave me the first real opportunity to work on mission-driven work, to show up for my community, and to start building a career rooted in service. But more than that, it's given me a space to share my story. Before joining AmeriCorps, I was actually planning to become a probation officer. I studied criminal justice in college and thought that that was a path that I was meant to take. After being placed with Food Bank for New York City, as somebody who grew up relying on food pantries, it brought everything full circle for me. I wasn't just learning about the logistics of food distribution, I was seeing firsthand, from the inside, the services and the compassion that it took to serve my family when we were in need. It was the first time I felt like I could truly pay all of the kindness that was given to me and my loved ones forward to those around me. NYC Service and AmeriCorps opened a door that changed my life. It didn't just give me skills, I gained direction, I gained mentorship, I gained purpose. And I now get to have the opportunity to also pour that back into others. Since my term ended, I've had the privilege of supervising AmeriCorps members who have followed in similar footsteps. Many of them I'm still connected with today, which I'm very happy to say. I've had the opportunity to really continue to watch them grow, build their careers, and thrive in a space where we are all serving those who matter to most to us. That in itself, watching them grow, watching them thrive, has really been one of my greatest joys during my time in my career. If I could leave the future members with a few words of advice, it would be this: be curious. Please do whatever you can to learn not only about the organization that you're working with at this moment in time, but the organizations that you're partnering with, because you'll be surprised what you learn. Build relationships. The members who are coming into this opportunity with you will continue to be your peers, not just in your term, but well beyond it, and you guys will continue to serve as a resource to one another. And above all, be resilient. Nonprofit work can be unpredictable, but the impact you make is real and it's lasting. You may not always see the ripple effects of your service right away, but they are happening. You're making a difference, even on the quiet days, even in the smallest of tasks. And the impact you leave behind, it's bigger than you think. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Aaliyah. We'll open the floor if there are any questions. Yeah, yes.
Speak a bit about the Forest Office and then some of the federal events.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start and then I'll turn it over to Laura and or Crystal. I mean, when we understood the magnitude of what was happening, the team immediately got together and said, we've got to figure out a way to make this, to create a program for New York City, for New Yorkers. I've said this numerous times. I've had an opportunity to speak with the AmeriCorps members and this team, New York City Service. They lead with a servant's heart, right? They really understand the importance of giving back, not just to give back to New Yorkers, but the benefit that it brings to themselves, right? Feeling like you're helping others. And so there was never a blip on our radar screen. We were always really focused on how we could get it done. And with everyone's support, we were able to get it across the finish line. But Laura, I want to give you a moment to respond.
Yeah, and I would just say, when you think specifically about a program like AmeriCorps, the ripple effect that it has, that these 150 members then impact almost 100,000 New Yorkers. So it really is critical for the city that these are people who are placed in communities that need them most, who are helping build capacity that will last well beyond their service years. And so that's why I think it's so critical to have AmeriCorps in every corner of the city. And to be able to continue the programs to have these impacts.
Okay. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. Today's announcement, as we said, is not just about sustaining a program. It's about investing in people, which is what this administration is about, in neighborhoods and in the belief that government can be and is a force for good when it listens, when it empowers, and when it partners with others. To those watching who are thinking about your own path in public service, do it. We need you now more than ever. The world needs people who are servant leaders. Please visit nyc.gov /servenyc to learn more and to apply to join the New York City Civic Corps. Thank you. So good. So long overdue.
It is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I know, yes. It took the state forever. Yeah.
You're hosting members next year, raise your hand.
And I just want to say thank you all, first and foremost, for being here today, for the support that you provide all year long for members who have supported and just given so many critical services across the city. I also want to give a shout out to Aaron Miner, who is over here, and the National Service team that he leads, if they can all raise their hands too, and all the work that they're doing. And if you know anybody, like we said, we're looking to get the best members in. This is a time when people want to contribute, and we are a place for that to happen. So send this out in your social networks, send this out to all your friends, and connect good people to us. And we really just truly appreciate all the work that you've done and all the work you will do in the coming years, and how important that's going to be. So thank you.
Oh, yeah.